Well, happy Friday evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be with you on an unusual day because I will not be here tomorrow for Saturday Night Fights. There will not be an official Saturday Night Fights broadcast, but everybody was itching to play some more Nimitz, Sam Mustafa's brand new game of World War II naval warfare. Chrono and I, and Dalinar, have you bought this yet?
Yes, I have.
All those who have bought this will tell you that one of the really, really interesting things about it is he spends a lot more time on a proportional basis, just in terms of number of pages, but also in terms of effort in building the Halsey campaign layer. You know, not to say that he doesn't pay attention to the tactical level, which is called Nimitz itself, but there is a whole lot more text dedicated to Nimitz, the campaign layer. And so that's what we're going to do. We decided we're going to play some Nimitz. Are we going to play it well? No promises. But we're certainly going to give it a try. Stepping into the shoes. Oh, I suppose I should talk. Let me tweet first here. Let me do that. Yeah, there we go. Pow. All right, do that. Is my tweet out?
Thought you already did.
I was working on it. I don't know why. The tweet was suddenly being very difficult with me. There we go. Perfect. And I look at the video. Hey, Mechanical Turk, the man himself. Good to see you. We decided that we would keep it simple. And therefore, we came out and we started with the very, very first scenario. But we're not going to talk about it yet because we have to talk about the rules. But stepping into the shoes of their historical counterparts, we have playing for the Allies, the British in this instance, the chronologist. Good evening.
Good evening.
And playing for the Axis, stepping into their shoes, we have Dalinar. Good evening.
Good evening.
We also, however, have a couple of admirals standing by who are ready to leap into action should we get a tactical battle out of this deal, which, by the way, is the point of the exercise, and they will assist in carrying out their commander's orders. We have both Achilles and Robert. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good to see you, gentlemen. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we got in front of you. Once again, these rules are such a delight because they're actually very. He goes fairly completely through everything you need to know. The first thing he tells you is if you're playing Halsey, you're playing the advanced game. It's clearly how he intended to have this game played. He asked, do you need 2 wargaming surfaces? I understand why you might say no. I'm sorry, you do. You absolutely do. In fact, I have a total of 4 wargaming services I'm using. I have two fleet banks set up, one for the Allies, one for the Axis. I have this table you see, and I have a blank tactical map set up should we actually get a battle out of the deal. We have a bunch of things going on in the map. We'll talk about the scenario later. Once again, it is yellow versus green. The game is broken down into days, and those are represented here on our operations chart. And we see that each day is divided into 3 periods: AM, PM, and night. There they are. Familiar to anyone who has played any of Sam's games. These are familiar tools: Blucher, LaSalle, Rommel, etc. What's going to happen, for what it is worth at this juncture, I will simply say, once we get to that part of it, the operations phase, Chrono and Dalinar are going to take turns doing operations, one each. They will do an operation, and at that point, they have to check. They roll 2d6, and if they roll the number that is on that ops clock or less, the day is over. So obviously, we're going to get in at least 2, one each side. But it could be 3. God bless you. Hey, Velker.
Hello.
It could be 3, or it could be 12. You don't know. So it's a nice little bit of random uncertainty from our guy Sam, but we'll talk about that some more. And then, of course, we have the night period, which you might suspect has some limitations. But anyway, the table is broken into grids. Each one of these grid spaces has 8 points. Sam allows movement both orthogonally and diagonally. So, for example, this space has all 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points around it, all of them counting equally. This game has air strips and air fields, obviously one bigger than the other. Our guy Dalinar, commanding the Axis, he has an air strip here at Altafjord. which is down
Boom,
here.
chicka, wow, wow.
There you are, getting ready to hang out. We have nothing neutral, though that is a thing. There are rules about land transit, but that's also, that is not a thing in this particular game. We then have task force markers. Both sides have task force markers. I'm going to show them to you as well as the fleets. Please bear in mind, Dalinar and Chrono cannot see each other's fleets. They're hidden under boxes. These are the flags that we'll be using. By the conventions of the rules, the allies are broken down by letters. So that's, for example, Task Force C right there. That's its flag. And our guy, Dalinar, his are broken down by number. So there we have Task Force 2. There it is. All right. They will also, the scenario will instruct you where to place them on the board. We'll talk about that. A task force always has to be in one zone. It can't straddle a zone. Task forces may be split during the plotting phase, but otherwise they stay in their groups and don't leave. Each side gets a certain number of decoys. The allies in this game have 6. The Axis has 2. This is a marker with no ships attached to it. They cannot be created later in the game. In all respects, they are real, except they may not anchor, unload, or attack the enemy. If spotted, they are removed. Ships have, or I should say flags have, or task forces, wow, having a hard time, have 2 levels of visibility, concealed or revealed. This matters when it comes down to combat. A concealed task force is revealed if it launches an airstrike, if it is spotted by the enemy, if it anchors, which we're probably not going to do in this game, or if it attempts to engage the enemy in a surface action. Once it is revealed, all the ships in that task force get brought out onto the table and moved instead of the flag. They do not then get reconcealed at any time for the balance of the campaign. Oh, there are rules for submarines. They're a little bit different than ships. They are generic, and we'll talk about them when they come into play, because I know Ron has read about them, I know Chrono has, and they're super sneaky. Airplanes. We have opted to use models because we can. Planes spend much of their time on the display of their platform, either a base or a carrier. They are placed on the board only when they're involved in an airstrike. Then they return back to their platform. Their class is indicated by its name. They tend to be somewhat generic. Planes are never damaged. They are either fully functional or destroyed. They do have multiple values. Both sides have them so they can look at them. I'm assuming the 2 gents have joined teams so you can all see it. I'm just going to show the crowd at home what Dalinar has here, and you can see those values. Those things are going to come into play during the course of the game. One of the key distinctions with planes is, are they a strike plane or are they a fighter? It's an important distinction we'll talk about a little bit later on. What are some of their stats? Well, they have their range. We have their dogfight value. And we have their attack value versus ships, as well as their ground attack value. This all will come up really, I think, best operationally. Range, however, is pretty straightforward. It's the number of zones that they may fly from their platform to a target. You must, however, always count the zone into which you launch. So let us imagine that, Ron, we're launching someone from here, although we can't because there's a storm there. That would be 1. This would be 2. That would be 3.
I thought you couldn't go a diagonal.
You can.
Oh, ship's task force can't.
Correct. Take a look. If you take a look at the example on page 59, you will see them moving diagonally. Not once,
Yes,
but twice.
I do remember that. And there's an island right there. Yep.
Because they're planes. They don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't really come out much here because you'd have to know how both Chrono and Ron built their fleets. But it is very interesting if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about the way Halsey works. Airplanes cost money. Their platforms cost nothing.
Yeah, I thought that was a little.
It's a very interesting choice. Aircraft carriers cost nothing. The argument being they're pretty well worthless except for carrying the planes that do the actual damage.
Which is not unfair, honestly.
No, it's ask the Yorktown. Every base or other platform has a capacity reflected, for example, here at Alta Fjord as a 10 and a 5. The capacity value is the maximum number of planes that may be based there. The second is its traffic value, which is always 1/2 its capacity. This is the maximum number of planes that can operate in a given round. Every airstrip and each airfield have flying boats. Ron has one. There it is. This represents long-range recon aircraft. They are not planes like fighters or strike planes. They do not have range. They do not engage in combat of any sort. They do not take place in air operations. A base may operate all its flying boats as long as it is still operational, not crippled. We begin with the C. Once we get through this, we get through the C movement phase. What you're going to do is you're going to use the notebook feature, and under your color, you are going to mark where your task force is going. If you have flying boats, they must also plot their location, where they will be placed and where they will go. This is done secretly. A task force is never required to move. It could stay where it is. That is a plot. A task force may move into any adjacent zone. Any adjacent zone. So that includes diagonal run.
I read it in the thing that it says it cannot go in the point.
You're gonna have to.
Diagonal.
It says adjacency is considered any of the 8 points.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great. But not across a prohibited transit corner or edge. No task force may move more than one zone per period. If you write an illegal plot, you don't move. I cannot believe we're going to anchor. One thing that I'm sure our friend Chrono is very happy about, merchants move only at night.
So they're freaks.
They're slow is what they are.
You may split into new task forces as long as you have sufficient, there is a limit of 15, task forces available, task force flags. If you split, the 2 or more task forces you create all have the same visibility status. You don't suddenly become concealed or unconcealed. And you cannot split a decoy. Somebody tried to do that, and it probably made Sam very, very angry. You do not combine out at sea, however. That's an optional rule. You may split. Each base has a flying boat. When you plot the movement of your task forces, you should also plot the placement of your flying boat. This is not movement. Simply write the zone into which it is put. You just plunk it in any zone on the board. You cannot fly them at night, and you may not launch them from a storm or to a storm. They assist in spotting, so bear that in mind. And then the status phase, they're picked up like a marker. Once all plots are revealed, we're going to all move our boats. Our flags, I should say. If you move off the outside edge, ships are removed from the campaign and do not return. Now we're on the ops clock. What happens? What are the ops? An op is passing. You can pass, but that does advance the clock by 1, and you have to roll. You may engage. It's an attempt by one of your task forces to attack an enemy task force in that same sea zone, resulting in a tactical action. A submarine op allows you to attempt to use your subs in one zone against one enemy task force. It's always 1-to-1. 1-to-1. You may unload. We're not going to do it. You may ready your planes on all your platforms up to the limits of their traffic value. And you may launch an airstrike. You choose the strike planes, attempt to spot the target, then fight any dogfights, and then you strike and make attack runs. Frankly, it's far more involved than anything in the tactical game. It's kind of funny. Submarine ops may only be done once per period. You may only unload once per period. No, each individual ship, sorry. Otherwise, there's no limit to the number of times you can choose to give an op. And as we said, each time we roll to see if it ends. So what about spotting? In order to do it, you have to spot the task force. You do not roll to spot an enemy base. You know where it.
Really?
Yeah, sorry,
What
Ron.
a
No
secret.
conceal, no cloaking technology.
Dang.
You may not attack in a zone with a storm. There is no spotting in storms. Submarines.
Ah, so it is secret.
It is. The first time
it's there. It's raining.
you know it's there. You just can't get at it. Yeah. The first time a TF is spotted, it is revealed. However, and this is critical, you reveal it, but you do have to respot it every time you wish to attack it, whether it is revealed or concealed. You know it's there, but you got to lock it down.
Makes sense. The ocean's a big place.
Yeah. You are fighting on the big blue wet thing. It's a simple die roll. If it is revealed and you have it, if it's already revealed and you have at least one friendly operational base or task force in that zone, it is called proximate. And it's spotted on a 3 or higher. If it's concealed, it's a 5 or better. If it's revealed, it's 4 or better. And if it's proximate, it's 3 or better. A flying boat adds 1, but a natural 1 always fails. During night periods, you subtract 1, but a natural 6 always succeeds. If your spotting fails, your engage or airstrike, whichever you were doing, also fails. Your planes head back, they land, and your round is over. If you spot a decoy, your attack is frustrated, the decoy is removed. If you'd made an airstrike, your planes return and land, the round is over. A failed attempt to spot does not reveal a decoy. Engage. You may not attempt to engage if any of the following apply. You have 1 or more merchant ships. Or you are anchored. 1 TF to 1 TF. A TF may do it more than once in a period against the same or a different enemy. It is possible you might fight the same enemy more than once in the same zone, one after the other. This symbolizes a running battle. Identify your engaging TF. If it is concealed, reveal it. Then identify the enemy it will engage and roll to spot it. If your spotting fails, we're done. If you succeed, the enemy must declare whether it is seeking battle. If so, or if they are anchored, a surface action ensues. If the enemy wishes to avoid battle, compare the speed of the 2 task forces. The speed is equal to the top speed of the slowest ship. If your enemy's task force has a higher speed than yours, it may avoid the surface action and the round is over. Otherwise, it has to be higher. Otherwise, there will be a surface action. And we fight out a Nimitz game. All actions freeze in place while we're waiting for that. If you have the misfortune of getting into a surface action with carriers, they may not launch aircraft. At the end of the action, ships that were involved in it are in one of 3 states. Still on the table, they won. Disengaged, or sunk. The winner is the person who was there last, but victory points are only accrued by... they're not accrued in the typical way of Nimitz. We keep track of sunk ships. Merchant ships. This is unloading. The key part here, since we're not going to be doing any unloading that I can see, is we are talking about cargo ships, and their cargo is measured in units displayed on the lower half of their DC. Each box indicates a unit. Small ships have 2, 1 in each row. Large ships have 4. Damage to the merchant ship does not affect its cargo. As long as it has at least 1 structure, it may load even if crippled. If it is sunk, the cargo is eliminated. I will tell you that's one of the ways for the Axis to win this scenario. Air operations. You may launch aircraft if you are the active player. They're typically launched for 2 reasons. The active side uses them in an airstrike. The passive side can scramble them as interceptors when defending against an airstrike. Scrambling interceptors is also limited by your traffic value, although that does not happen during one of your operations rather than during one of your opponents. You don't do anything if you get crippled. You are either ready or unready. It must be ready before it is launched. All planes start ready. They start ready. When they land, they're placed unready. This all, I think, makes some pretty basic sense. Ready op means you can put them all, every ship, every plane you've got, into the ready status. An airstrike is an attempt to attack an enemy air force or base. The enemy may respond. It is launched from one active base or TF against an enemy target, either an enemy TF or an enemy base. The player who controls is the defender. The player launching the airstrike is the attacker. Who may fight? At least half of the planes in an airstrike must be strike planes. At least half. And you'll see if you've got strike planes or not. And by the way, each disc is 1 plane, essentially. You may also include fighters as escorts for the strike planes. You may launch no more than your launching platform's traffic value. If you have more than 1 carrier, you may launch an airstrike by combining planes from multiple carriers. No launching at night. No launching from storms. Interestingly enough, you may fly through storms en route to your target. In order to attack an enemy ship or base, a plane must have an attack value against a ship or base. Those are listed on the tooltip. Fighter bombers can function either as a fighter or a strike plane. In such cases, you must declare upon launch what it is doing, so that it is clear to your opponent whether it is acting during this airstrike op as a fighter or a strike plane. If you launch a fighter bomber as a strike plane, its dogfight value is 6. I don't know as there's one that isn't that way.
What's that?
Every fighter bomber that I'm aware of has a dogfight of 6. I think. But that's what you got.
No, because there's one on the German side that they have a value of 5.
Okay, so if then you use that if that be so, if you launch it as a strike plane, its dogfight drops to 6.
Correct.
So
Yeah, like, in theory, the British can get mosquitoes,
okay.
and they can be acted as strike craft. And normally their dogfight's 4, but if they're bombing stuff, then they would roll as a 6.
So what do? Your airstrike has to spot what you're trying to hit. If after you launch you make the spotting attempt, if it is concealed, you reveal it. If you fail to spot, your planes return to land their platform, and the round is over. And again, you always spot bases. If you launch from an aircraft, the entire TF, if you're from an aircraft carrier, you reveal the entire task force. And its ships are placed on the board before its planes proceed with the airstrike. One very important rule that I rather like: you may abort an airstrike immediately after your spotting roll if you don't want to attack. your airplanes return and land. The enemy doesn't scramble interceptors. There is no dogfighting. This is using a single strike plane essentially as a scout. Bases and task forces with carriers will attempt to scramble, launch fighters to intercept. The defender knows that an airstrike is inbound and knows how many planes it comprises. They do not know the composition. That is why your planes are set up with that 1-2 toggle. You're going to send them out as discs. So you're going to see those discs. You're going to be able to count, but you won't know what they are. You're also going to know that at least half have to be strike planes. When you try to scramble, the defending player will roll a d6. On a 6, the defenders are surprised. They get no interceptors. Cap was caught napping. Yep. On any other roll, you may scramble up to that many interceptors. You don't have to, but that's how many you can scramble.
I like my sunny side up.
Yeah, you got it. Opposing planes do not fight each other individually. There is a single dogfight resolved in one step. All escorts and interceptors are involved. It is possible that some strike planes may also be involved, and we'll work through that when we get there. And this is all the stuff about how we attack things. We'll go through it once you actually make that kind of trouble. Attack runs, hitting bases, hitting ships. Damage from attack runs, good fun. There's an awful lot of stuff here. Yep, there it all is. And then we get to the status phase. We'll talk about how we win in just a second. We already have our weather set up. I think you can see that I have set up the wind. It blows to the east. It is so marked. At each turn, I have to, during the weather phase, check to see what happens with those storms. They can stay still, they can dissipate, they can move, and there can be new storms. Each of your Navy lists shows a wrench symbol indicating your repair score. The last step of the status phase is for each side to roll for repairs. It does not matter who do so first. You may attempt to uncripple ships. That's what this does. And if you succeed, it erases all damage from the red and gives you one blue structure box. That's it.
One. Wow.
Yeah, you get a whole one blue. You know, bases are much easier. You roll one die for each damaged base, regardless of your repair score. The result of that roll is how much structure damage you get back. Night periods. No airstrikes. No flying boats. You may ready airplanes. Merchants and crippled ships may only move at night. And now to our scenario.
Just one question, not one question, but one thing to iterate. The important thing, if it get back its one blue box, if it didn't have any buoyancy damage, it now has its full speed.
What's that again now?
Correct.
In other words, you know when you go into the red box,
Yeah.
you go down to your lowest speed?
Yeah. If
The
unless it's taken that buoyancy damage.
That's what I'm saying. If it hasn't taken buoyancy damage, it gets back its full speed.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of getting the blue box.
This is an 8-day scenario. Well, it's also you're not crippled.
Well, that's it.
It's an 8-day scenario. We've already talked about the scenarios. The British forces will receive 2 victory points for every unit of cargo that exits off the edge of F1. I've noticed it here. Either of these sides. Yellow gets 2 victory points for every unit of cargo that it sinks. How many are out there? Green has a convoy comprising 8 small and 6 large cargo ships.
A lot of cargo.
8 large and 6 small.
Yeah, that is a lot of cargo.
Mm-hmm. We will roll for deployment. I should mention that flags are to be deployed for the green. Here, here, and here.
8, 2 through 4.
And the yellow, here, in here. Shall we attempt to break a well-done system, gentlemen?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Before we start, Chrono, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck to it. Good luck to us all, gentlemen. Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's it.
That's to all of us. Thank you. First of all, let me say hi to John Stanley. Yes, this is. Oh, I should say, I forgot to introduce it more thematically. The Allied convoys to Murmansk were forced during the winter months to pass close to German bases in Norway. While sorties with capital ships were rare, the threat was always present. This scenario gives us a look at a convoy passage when one side has a base and the other side does not. So that is quite so. We have the PQ-17 run, John. Good evening, Daniel. Good evening, John. Good evening, Andrew, and good evening.
Like not as
Matt.
bad as PQ-17.
Well, let's hope not. Yeah, for your sake. But I do say, and one of the really delightful things, let me also say, when I posted this to the Sam Mustafa Honor Publishing page, a whole bunch of people came up and said that their dads or their grandpas or their great uncles had served, and so I've renamed some of the cargo ships in the honor of those that actually served on them. So
That's awesome.
yeah, no. So that was really cool, guys. Thanks for sharing that, and that's one of the really fun things we get about this thing. So a 1d6, please, to determine who will have to deploy first. Ooh, Crown with a 5.
Of course he is.
Guess that's you, Ron. Let's see some flags out there.
Phew. I desire flags.
Yes, I can officially say that my
Do I
father-
just do one or do I do
You
both?
put I believe we're supposed to take turns, are we not?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Back and
Mhm.
forth.
Chrono?
Chrono.
I so wanted to do this with a giant table and a croup stick.
I know, right?
Yeah, right.
A little skip balls of flags.
You know they have a creep stick for friggin' TTS. Someone made one actually. You can
Yeah, but
use.
it's like it was funny. I bought Richard Borg's Battle of Britain, which is a great
Okay.
game. It's a blast. I got the giant map, and it came with all these plastic soldier company airplanes. And it was weird because they said the planes were bent. I thought they were in fine shape, but they sent us a whole nother set of planes, so I got double planes.
Nice.
And
Oh, so
yeah, I think it's your turn, Ron. Yeah.
all my flags are out.
Oh, I have a lot of flags. Hold on.
Is that okay? That's you, Chrono. Hit it.
I'm just placing them.
Oh, I know.
Oh no, you don't want to put that there.
That's the worst imaginable place.
Bingo.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I think it's only appropriate that I get a screenshot of this bad boy. All right. So we're going to keep our glue together by looking at our sequence of play. Well, we begin with the C movement phase. So, gentlemen, if you would please adjourn to your notebooks. Adjourn to your notebooks and indicate by task force number where they'll be going, or letter. And, of course, I have typed out the grid on the side. The voice of my. You're officially, by the way, in the chat, the voice of minor league hockey.
I am.
The question is, has the voice of minor league hockey finished his homework?
Yes.
He has. Good. John Stanley's asking. You guys can shout out whenever you're done. I'll peek, but I am definitely
Just trying to
peeking.
make sure I know what I'm doing.
No, that's quite all right. I have no other way of knowing, I guess.
Yeah, good point.
Man, my printer's getting a workout tonight.
Oh, you bought the rules?
Yeah.
We're selling games out there for those who love Sam Mustafa games.
As soon as I got home, I hit print, and it printed about the first 50 pages, and then decided I didn't want to print anymore.
Oh dear.
All right, I'm writing in there. Does it save it somewhere?
No, it's automatically saved.
Okay.
I'm gonna go peek. I'm gonna confirm that. You're blue. Yep, it's all good.
Yeah, we don't have to break the game. It's already broken. Battleship secondary guns are broken.
Okay, I should be ready.
Okay, I have your task forces listed, Chrono, but I don't have movement squares.
You don't?
Did you
How about
type that?
now?
Nope. I've got them for
typed-
Ron, but not for you.
I typed them all in.
Oh, got it.
Let me delete and add them back in.
Stop using the invisible ink, Chrono.
Yeah, no kidding. Because, yeah, I can see all around.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I just clicked out and it didn't save it.
There you are. All right. Well, I can see them, so y'all can't cheat. I know that. So rather than me tearing my hair out, why don't you each take, let's see, who started last time? It was Chrono that, no, Ron had to. Ron, why don't you pick one and show your move? What is it? There you go. Task Force 1 is moved there. Chrono, move 1.
Task Force A is staying where it is.
Okay. Move another one, Ron. Chrono,
Task Force B is staying where it is.
Ron. Chrono,
Task Force C is sticking in A3.
Ron. All right. Chrono, all the rest.
Task Force D staying in A3. Task Force E staying in A4. Task Force F staying in A2. G and H both staying in A2. Q staying in A3. S moving from A3 to B2.
That everybody?
That should be it.
All right. These guys are super impressed with you leaving them in this status in this weather.
You know,
They are mad at you.
Oh, yeah. Sailors are getting seasick up
Those
here.
sailors. Well, just take a look at this picture. That's a PQ
I
ship.
can't.
Oh shoot! Sorry. just for the folks at home. Just can you imagine what that was like? Oh,
Miserable.
day in day out. You never warm. You know you're never warm. All right, there it is. So that ends our movement phase, C movement. We now go to ops. And we got to roll for ops to get us a tiebreaker. Let's have it. Another 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna get another one. Oh,
Another five. Do it
5.
again.
Roll. 6.
Figures.
What is your first op, Chrono?
I'm going to pass.
A pass. Well, we know you can't roll a 2 or a 1 or less on 2 dice. So, Ron.
Pass.
Ron, roll 2 dice. If you roll 2 or less, this turn is over.
And it's me, so it's possible.
Oh, it's possible. You're saying is
With
there's
me,
a chance.
there's a high chance. Let's put it that way.
Got one.
Got one of them. Chrono.
Pass again.
Ron. Oh, wait.
Does he
You
have
gotta
to
roll?
to roll.
Yeah, you got to roll. Everybody's got to roll from now on out. Sorry.
Nope.
Ron.
I have to pass.
Roll.
Oh, dang it. Well, it doesn't matter. The second one
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
be
yeah,
in
it
it.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Chrono.
I will also pass.
Ron.
Passing.
Gripping. We're filling each other out.
Mm-hmm. Still not there yet. Chrono.
Pass again. And there it is.
There's
It's
the end
over.
of turn. All right.
The end of the morning.
That's the end of the morning. Yep. So we go to status phase. No one has won. Imagine my shock and surprise. I now actually need to swipe a die roller. I need to dye this thing red. We're painting the die roller red. Because what I have to do is check for each of the storms out at sea to see what happens with each of them. There we are. Got it. Starting with that storm right by Chrono. That storm dissipates and is no longer a storm. How about this one right there? Also dissipates. How about the one back here? Jeez.
Also dissipates.
Keep this one around.
Watch.
You notice,
Watch.
Ron, that he
I
wasted
know.
Oh, yes. Oh, you know I did that. Actually, that storm is going to drift away.
He used up all the dissipated ones.
Sorry. As long as it doesn't roll up a new one.
I do have to roll up 2 new ones.
I know. I'm just hoping for me.
Yeah, because we are in the northern sector. I have to check for 2 new storms. Let's see here. 2. Hi.
I
He
don't
knocked
know.
his flags over.
That's probably how they're feeling.
Yeah.
A northern squall coming out down
It's
from
just blown in
the
there,
Arctic.
yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
A really strong breeze.
That was a nasty breeze. And that storm doesn't happen. All right. So that's our current weather conditions, ladies and germs. Obviously, we have no repairs. So, and we've not arrived at night. It is now PM. Plot your movements, please.
You know, Chrono might get past the Kriegsmarine, but he needs to worry about those Somali pirates.
Which, how did they get to Norway?
Those guys are really resourceful.
So they're Vikings.
I mean, it's to answer your question, John. It depends how much pain tolerance you have, and what I really mean, and I mean that more respectfully than it sounds. Um, it just depends how much you're into Second World War naval combat. You're going to start out with something like Fletcher Pratt, which is about as simple as it comes. Victory at Sea is probably next. Then you got this. And then you wind up in other games that are much respected, like General Quarters and Krieg and things like that, plus a ridiculous assortment of homebrew rules. If you want to take a look, the guys at Little Wars did a review of General Quarters and found it very, very good indeed. This does have night fighting rules, but they're simple.
I'm ready.
Ron?
Not ready yet.
I think the one thing, if it works, that's going to recommend this, nothing has a simple campaign layer like this. I don't know of any naval game that's got that. In fact, most games, period, don't have this.
I've been enjoying it so far. It's been, even though not much has happened.
Yeah. Well, but you know what's it. On the other hand, you know what's happening, right?
Right.
you know, there's not a lot of question as to what you're doing. It's not a lot of subtlety.
Oh, no.
You're good. All right, I'm peeking at. I'm showing the world Chronos moves, so everyone will know if he tells dirty lies.
It's not very exciting.
And now we're gonna go down and check out Ron's.
We know is going to tell dirty lies.
True. All
Do I go first this time?
Yeah, why not? Let's have you do a first.
All right. This is the only one that matters. It's going to be B2 to A2 with this task force.
Ron, how about you give me one?
The task force 2 is staying.
Okay, Chrono.
Task force A staying.
All right, Ron. Okay, Chrono.
Dang it, I forgot.
What'd you forget?
Task force.
Hang on. What'd you forget?
I forgot the floaty boaty.
Go ahead, mark your floaty boaty. It's fine. It doesn't change anything. Do it right now though.
I mean, yeah, we're still going through it, so you can mark it. And I'm just gonna. It's not gonna impact what I do. So, B, task force B, staying where they are.
Got it.
All right, Ron, your turn.
Floaty boaty.
You have a floaty boaty.
Oh my god,
It's come to keep you company.
amazing. Task force C, staying where they are.
Ron.
There we go.
Task force D, staying where they are.
Task force 1's staying where it is.
Everyone else is pretty much sticking where they are. Just to skip, because they have no one else to move, so I'm just going to get us through that. So,
All right, Ron. You got anybody to move?
No, I'm all moved.
All right. All right. There we all are. Everybody take a look at it. And now we're going to go down here, and we're going to say that was C movement. So now it's out. Ops phase. Roll for it. Ooh.
Why didn't that show up?
Did you turn off the print?
Did. All right, it was a 4.
Yeah, I see it.
I rolled a 1, so I guess it's you.
All right, Ron, you're up. Operation.
Air operations.
What you gonna do there, Ron?
Operation the Wacky Doctor's Game.
What you gonna do?
I am launching a plane.
It's very important that we understand who you are.
She's right here.
I see it there.
That's 1,
Mhm.
2, a 3Z, a 4Z.
Oh dear.
Very long range plane.
Yes, it is.
It's a Zeppelin.
It's not a Zeppelin.
It's a Zeppelin.
And I assume you're going to use that to spot.
Correct.
Okay. Are we-
Now I have to use to choose which one to spot, right?
Correct.
Yep. World's greatest shell game.
Let's go with S.
He wants to see S. First of all, you got to show him what it is.
Well, he has to roll for it.
No, he's got to show you what he is.
Oh, that's right.
It's either a Fleischer or a Junkers 88.
What you got there, Ren? 2.
There you go.
It's Junkers 88's all right.
So the Junkers 88s are peeking out over there. They're not going to do anything terrible. They're just going to look. He's presently concealed, which would be a 5+, but you've got a flying boat, so that drops it to a 4+.
Of course, I get a 3.
No. Take him back.
They return to base.
They get lost on the way home and crash.
Oh my goodness.
You return to the unready aircraft.
No, but you don't get to hide him again.
I will pass my first one.
You don't get to hide them.
Stop
Stop it. You will pass and
I'll pass.
roll. Okay. Ron?
Air operations again.
There we go.
Gonna fly them one at a time out there. Not
We
prohibited.
know they're out there somewhere.
You sons of guns.
I
you.
know they're here. You already know what type it is.
We only have enough gasoline to fly one plane at a time.
The first flight goes back and says
They
nothing.
said
there,
each
Colin.
little group that was actually 4 to 6
Yeah, it's
planes,
4
I
to
think?
6 planes. Yeah.
First group comes back, nothing, Herculine. All right, you bozos go up.
Don't come
There's
back until you
something out
find
there.
something.
Yeah, don't, sir. It's a big ocean. That's still a 4 or better. Yep.
Oh, it's S, by the way.
Yep. I figured you were doing the same one. So what is it, Chrono? What do you got to show him?
Can I put it? Where should I put it? Just on the board, or?
Yeah, it goes on the board. I made it big enough. That's why I went 12 by 8. Oh dear.
Ooh, it's a bunch of yellow things.
Did you go raiding the Avalon or the Axis and Allied ships?
You darn right.
All right, I am falling back.
Like, that's a lot of planes.
And you got to roll on a 3. Nope. Chrono?
I will pass.
On a 4.
Nope.
Ron?
Airstrike.
Airstrike. All right.
Well, air operations, but yeah.
Okay.
Launch all aircraft.
All right, here goes the man himself. All right, well, you've got to, as you know, half of them have to be strike planes. Who you sending out? You go in blind. You don't show him what you are. So
Right,
just
but-
fly them out
yeah.
there, whoever they are. And like I say, they got to be half strike. Oh dear, that's 3 guys.
No, there's more. I just gotta grab the other ones.
Dang. Throwing the whole kit and caboodle at me.
I don't know. He may be all out of caboodles.
I got some kits.
Well, I hear the Sheffield doesn't like airstrikes.
Well, no, you're done actually, because that's your capacity.
It's 5 per operation.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's traffic. Yeah.
Traffic is 5 per op. Okay. Thank you.
Or I think. Let me double check that.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me. Max the number of planes in the airstrike is launching platform's traffic value. Place planes.
In a single op. Yep. That's
Yep.
on, just for the record, that is page 78. Bottom.
Oh, we lost Delinar.
Oh, Ron
Delinar?
is disconnected.
Oh no, that airstrike was so savage.
Well, he went to jump into the lead plane. He's taking him in himself.
He's not allowed to use the kamikaze rules yet.
Follow me. I have released a bomb. No, sir, that was the external fuel tank.
You fool, you've killed us all.
Killed us all. We'll never get back to Norway now.
That's funny. While we're gonna do this, we're gonna take an opportunity here, Chrono, to do something that I meant to do. I just didn't have time. The matchless. What class is the matchless?
Oh, let me double check.
Destroyer.
No,
It's
it's which one of the destroyer classes is it?
That's an M class. That's an M class.
M class.
hmm
yeah, British ones are easy. Whatever the first letter of the name is the
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
No,
I just
P
gotta
class,
mark. I
that's
gotta.
no P
I gotta
class.
get. I gotta give him his flak stuff.
That's a J class.
An O class.
O class is 0.
Okay.
Onslaught and opportune.
The J class should have
one.
Oh, man with a chart. Love you.
I just printed all the sheets.
O
Yeah.
classes. The O classes are all 0, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the
only
J
one.
class is a 1. The Jamaica.
Well, that'll be easy. to
What
remember.
class is the Jamaica is a county class, right?
No, it's Crown Colony. It's
Crown-
got a
oh,
flak,
right. Yeah.
flak of 1.
Hence the name.
And the Sheffield and the Newcastle are both town class and both have a flak of 2.
You back, Ron?
I heard his voice a minute ago.
I did too.
He's still trying to
logging
get
back.
into
Yes.
tabletop.
Yeah, he's logging back in.
Yeah, my power cord popped out, so now my computer was dying.
Oh no.
Hate when that happens.
One night when we were playing, I accidentally stepped on the little switch for the power strip
Mm-hmm.
and turned off the entire computer in the middle of the game.
Oh dear.
I was like, "What? Why did it go black? What's going on?" And I
What
looked
did I
down,
do?
I'm like,
Okay, I'm
Damn
back.
All right, you're all good. All right, so you just first thing. Well, the baseline thing is you got to see him because he's
And
not
he's-
obviously he's got no carrier, so he's not going to be able to intercept you no matter what. He's already revealed.
You gotta show me what you're hitting me with.
Yeah. Well, not yet. You don't. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does because you don't get to see it. Well, just for the clarity for later purposes, you don't get to see it until you scramble your interceptors. You don't have
Right.
interceptors, but you wouldn't get to see them until then.
Right.
The interesting piece is he's got to spot you now. So he's got to spot you first. That's the key piece.
Yes.
So there's you're already revealed. I read the bloody rule. What does proximate mean? You've got to have a task force in the space, and you've got to be revealed. Obviously, he doesn't. That's it. So it's a 4, but it's a +1 because he's got the boat there. So the boat. So it's a 3 or better.
Oh, he sees him.
Yep. So in they come. Now, like I say, this is the point where Chrono would try to scramble his interceptors if he had any. He has none. Consequentially, you just now show your stuff. This is,
Oh, actually, you know what? These guys can't go here.
Yeah, they're not.
It's only
Right.
those.
Yeah. I will tend to do not see those. I am blind. I see nothing.
My fault.
No,
No
it's,
problem.
yeah, that's all right. You paid the penalty by having to show them some of your goods.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to call off the mission. You don't
Nope.
scramble interceptors. There are not multiple carriers. You are not anchored. There are no dogfights. Because he's got no planes to stop you. Flak. You now must face the defender's flak. You roll a number of dice equal to the total number of strike planes and consult the flak table. So, I believe we determined you have what?
I
1,
have 7.
2,
I should have
3,
7.
4, 5, 6. I agree with that assessment that you have 7, and now we're going to look over here. 7.
3 dice. Being 5s and or 6s.
Yes?
I'm looking at something here. Sheffield is Southampton class.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be a town class, so
Well,
in game terms, it's a town class. So
Is
well,
that...
you go by what you got.
Yeah.
anywho,
Yeah, he just... What matters is the class that you gave me, not so much the name you put on it.
yeah.
The name is
I just-
inconsequential. It's what you paid the points for, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it'll be a total...
dice
And
roll.
time out, though. I just want to make sure I understand this. You're going to roll a number of dice equal to the number of strike planes. 3.
Right.
Got it?
Yeah.
And
Looking for 5.
you're then going to be... blah, blah, blah. Note how many 5s and 6s are rolled.
Mhm.
I see. Okay, hit it.
1 5.
On a single 5...
Distracted, so that plane has to hit you on a 6 no matter what.
Yep.
Each
So
roll
all
of
these
6
planes-
is a DA, no matter the flak. Rolls of 5 have various effects as described below. Remember that the defender is the player shooting the flak. Distract. The defender... no, that's not correct. Each distract roll means that the defender chooses one plane to tip as a reminder... Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right, and I'm an idiot. Thank you. No effect. So now, strike planes that survive are allocated to their attack runs. If the target is an enemy task force, then attacking planes must be allocated to specific ship targets. There is a process for this that represents the difficulty of coordinating. Each roll of 6 permits you to allocate them to something else. You got no 6s. The plane can't be reallocated to different targets in the middle of the strike. Whichever one is distracted has to, as you correctly say, hits only on a 6. So, Ron, point them out. Who are you shooting at?
Being up on the Jamaica, dang.
Yeah, we'll all just go for one ship. We'll all go for the Jamaica.
Okay, you're all going to go down and try to dive bomb the Jamaica.
Oh
Torpedo
man, why you
bomb,
gotta
actually.
do that?
Torpedoes.
Oh man, why you gotta? So hitting a ship, you must roll higher than or equal to your attack value. Anything else? You are not a heavy bomber. You don't have, or do you have 2?
Do I have 2 what?
What's your attack value?
I believe
Yeah,
they're
you've got a
5.
ground
Ships,
attack of
5
2.
plus.
It's that ground attack. Your ground attack of 2 makes these heavy bombers.
Okay.
And as a result, you are not affected by the ones. Usually speaking, a plane that rolls a 1 when attacking a ship has been shot down by enemy machine guns.
Oh, right.
Most defense weaponry.
Yeah,
small
so
caliber.
it does not have that. Your Navy list shows at least 2 bomb values, general purpose bombs, and the value when attacking a base. AP is the value you should use when attacking a ship. So, but we begin here with with you. Oh, you're using Yeah, he's using torpedoes, but I think he still has to.
There's no GPA. There's no GPAP value on those. Just torpedoes.
Yeah, it just says verse ships. Ground attack to
it's
torpedo.
Yeah,
bomb.
burst ships 5+.
All right, so you got 2 for 5 and 1 for 6.
I'm gonna roll the 1 for 6.
Oh, do you have to do them individually? You
Sure.
can't do
Oh
them
my
all-
God!
Oh, we got him. And now
Oh.
because it's a different number. Now two for 5.
Oh yeah. What was I thinking? Jeez.
2 hits.
That could hurt a lot actually.
Torpedo value is a 3.
All right. That's not what I want.
Finding torpedoes.
You know,
Roll.
what I'm trying to find here.
What?
Each time a bomb hits a base, each time a bomb hits a ship, compare its value to the ship armor. That's not what we're doing.
The torpedo hit.
So we
It's
just
torpedo hit like it's like in the regular rules.
is that okay?
You roll a d6, add it to the 3, and
So we have to pop over here, which isn't that big a deal. Yep, like the man said. So, how many torps hit, Ron?
who's
2.
2. And you have a total torp. You have a total value of 3.
Yeah, each torpedo is a value of 3.
Okay. And so you're gonna go a 3, and we're gonna add a d6.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hit it. A 7, and the other one.
Ooh.
Oh,
A 7
Goodbye,
and a 9.
Jamaica. The 9 blows her up.
breaks
What-
your back?
yeah, 6 or more.
What's the
Armor value 2.
armor value of 2? So she's no matter what, she's gonna take the 2 buoyancy hits.
Oh no, the 9 will just break her back and it'll sink.
Yep. So the Jamaica sinks. Parking lot.
Before we go too far,
Mm-hmm.
are the German torpedoes still affected by the poor quality, or not?
I'm
What
not sure
year
that
is
was
this? This is
That- It doesn't matter. All
1941,
my 2 hit rolls were both 6s, so it really didn't matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter either way, but that's a good question. Are they?
They should be. I'm not sure they interact with airstrikes. So.
Yeah, I think it's different for airstrikes.
Yeah, it's just
Don't-
a ship value you have to beat.
Yeah, they
Doesn't
don't
matter
even
if
they
it's torpedo or
certainly
bomb.
don't mention it. So Flyer Boys back. They did their job in a big way.
Yes, they do.
All right.
It's not. Yep, who cares?
Let me flip that back. And I believe you were first, so that's actually now a 5.
No. Oh yeah, it was first. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
2d6.
Nope. Chrono.
Doing air ops.
All right, do it.
That means to reveal the task force
Okay.
that they're coming from. So it's going to be Task Force A.
He's
Oh
had
no!
He's had
The
enough.
Furious.
He's had enough of your talk.
You know.
And there's going to be a single flight. Going 1, 2, 3.
But you got to stack the chips out here, though.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, but that he knows how many you got is the point.
and we're going to try and spot TF2.
All right. You got no boat, and he sets a 5 or better.
Let me reveal this.
Albacore.
No, not quite. Away he goes. I use this as my non-ready.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's over.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
On to the night phase.
What what's the name of your carrier, Chrono?
Furious.
That is a
The
Furious.
Furious. He's furious. Oh, that's right. Doggone it. Okay. I gotta think about that. Okay. I'm just thinking about some logistical stuff. Anyway, so the Furious is out. Her ships are all hidey. Or her planes are all hidey. Her escort is clearly sailing happily along. And it is nighttime. So let's go here and see what we do at night. At night, we do victory. Obviously, nobody's got that. We do weather. That's what we do. Let's do this one right there. Ooze on over this way. Ron, can you grab your flag? Thank you. And the other storm. Ooh, that's gone. And now I got to check for 2 more storms. Come on. Nope. Six two. I think. A, B, C, D. Yep.
That storm is just expanding itself.
Yeah, that storm is taking over. All right, kids and campers. There's no repairing, I think, that needs to be done, so it's nighttime. It's nighttime. We know what that means. No flyings. No flyings, no boats, no nothing. But, and in a very exciting change of pace, the crippled ships and our friends, our good friends, the convoy may move. All right, so I will let you guys plot your movements.
I plotted mine.
Yes, you do get your boat back. Thank you, Ron. Your flying
Oh,
boat.
thank you.
Your flying boat. Don't forget to plot it. Wait, you can't.
You can't tonight. It is
I
night.
can. It's like
Check and see if
It's
you're
down
paying
for-
any.
It's down for maintenance.
True. Anything called a flying boat, I kind of doubt.
Put fuel in the flying boat.
Oh my God.
Rewind the rubber bands on the propellers.
What class did you say the Sheffield was, Chrono?
I have it labeled as town.
Yeah, that's what Wikipedia has it as too.
Well, Wikipedia's wrong.
Sorry, man.
Might be a subclass. What do you say it was?
McGuire.
Wait. I have worse fleets of World War II right here in front of me, and I can look it up. Here, Great Britain.
in class.
She's a light cruiser. Let's see. Gloucester, Liverpool, Manchester, Belfast. Southampton, Glasgow, Sheffield, Birmingham,
done.
and Newcastle.
What class did they say that is?
Town class.
There you go.
Mhm.
You're being overruled here, Robert. I don't know, man.
Should we roll for it?
yeah, let's. I believe it would be Dalinor's turn to move first. All right, Chrono.
Let's see. S is going to go from A2 to B2.
Okay, another move.
F is going to go from A2 to B3.
Task Force 1 is staying where she's at.
H is going A2 to B2.
Check.
Task Force 3 is staying where she's at.
Castle Queenside.
V is going A2 B2.
Knight
I
to
am done.
Okay,
All
I
you,
will.
Crown. I don't know what the end result will be, but I love this part of the game. It's a lot of fun.
There we go.
It's very interesting. I like it.
It feels very War Room, Churchill's War Room and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, groovy. So that has happened. We will now roll for the ops phase. Please roll to see who goes first. Ooh. Chrono will go first.
You're readying.
Ron,
I am gonna ready the 5 point.
you will roll. You will roll 2 dice, but since you rolled 1 and a 4, I don't know
Yeah,
the differences. That's pretty much it. Chrono.
I think all I'm going to do is pass. And that ended.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's nuts. Well, that's there it is. That's what can happen. Okay. I think all we have to do is check the weather. So I will check for the one on the left. Gone. Check for the one on the right. It drifts off the map. And I'll check for a new one. Three, 2. Huh. 2.
Monsoon.
That's 3 right there.
That's an interesting location.
Okay, I figured it out. It's actually the town class is a general for three classes. The Southampton class, the Gloucester class, and the Edinburgh class.
So we only have one storm, and it's sitting right there. We now go to the morning turn of the second day. Ooh. Morning turn of day 2. Plot your moves, please.
Let's see.
And Ron, don't forget your flying boat.
Yep, I got it.
So actually, I'm correct.
No.
No, you're
Not
not.
according to this rule set, you're not. You're exactly incorrect.
Hey, this rule set that says that the Iowa's 5 inchers can't fire forward. So
All I know is that the fight over the Yamato is going to tear the Mustafa.
I saw a comment on that already. It's
you rivet heads for the ships who are, I was about to say something wildly inappropriate. Who engage in autoerotic behavior, thinking of the Yamato.
Oh, I didn't even look at the Yamato. Why? What was wrong with the Yamato?
Everybody thinks it's way too cheap.
Oh, whatever.
So it is a little bit. I'm going to borrow a line I learned from Chrono. There's a lot of wearaboo stuff about the Yamato. That it should be the Uber ship.
very large, heavy gun ship, but it's
Much like the Bismarck.
They were both unsinkable, as we know.
As we know, as that worked out for them.
Though it took a ton to wipe out the freaking Yamato.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
true. And yet,
she's still rusting on the bottom of the Pacific. So
Yeah. Mostly all the planes, but
when a lot of ships that were thought less than she are sitting being museums right at the moment.
True.
Let's see.
Tritarch. The battleship Yamato is the finest reef ever invented by man.
Damn, harsh.
Oh, I'm ready, by the way.
Okay.
I'm making sure I have a lot of flags here. I gotta make sure.
Yeah, of course.
Taking care of. I think I'm ready though.
Especially on a first day turn now that both you lunatics.
Wait a minute, it didn't save mine. Hold on. All right, I gotta redo that.
I copy paste. I always do a control C on mine just to make sure. And then I have a template for next turn.
I got you.
So I have my million icons.
I see yours, Ron.
Yeah, but that's not what I wanted.
Oh, okay. One of the things that Chrono's doing that you could certainly do, Ron, he's cutting it. He's keeping a running tally of his. He's just sticking them underneath.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
That's what I was doing, but for some reason it didn't save them when I clicked it back up.
Yeah.
There is a trash can there that you have to be a little careful about.
I might have hit that.
Is there? I don't see that. Possible.
Yeah, I know I've come very close to clicking it on occasion myself.
I can see why she's so cheap compared to like the Iowa.
Well, you know, Sam.
Yeah, to make it simple.
Sam explains his architecture. You know, he's got an open architecture system.
You see that?
Let me take a look. We're going to blue. We're going to blue.
Gonna blue da 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 da.
Ah, okay. I believe it was Chrono's turn to go first, or was it Ron's?
Ron moved first last time, so
Chrono, give us one.
So A is going B4, C4.
Mm-hmm. Ron,
Before what?
stop it.
Before me?
Bingo.
Yahtzee.
Task Force 3 will stay where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
B is going B4 to C4.
Task Force 1 will stay where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
C is staying where they are.
Task Force 2 is staying where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
D is going from B4 to C3.
Task Force 4 is staying where she's at.
And Chrono's got it all.
He still applies flying boat.
Oh, yeah, plot your boat, man. You forgot your boat.
I did.
Go ahead.
And I did put my boat on the last one too.
You know what? Nope, you can't place it this time. Too much has moved.
You were reminded. You were
Well,
even
I
reminded.
did, and then they all got erased.
Lost
and I
your
was
boat.
like, what the fuck?
Lost your boat.
Oh man.
I'm for
Q.
Yeah. I don't know why they all got erased.
H stays here. G stays here. That should be everyone.
Roll for initiative for ops.
Do. 3.
Chrono.
We're doing an air op.
Bring it.
Whoa.
You know what this is anyway, but.
Just going to be a sneak and a peek.
We're just going to see what we can see.
5.
Got it.
Uh-oh. What is that, Ron?
Is it nothing? Or is
Nothing.
it? It's nothing.
It's a hole in the ocean.
We've been bamboozled.
Oh, you did a heckin' bamboozle.
You've been fooled, bamboozled, and possibly even tricked.
Yeah.
All right, Ron, take that sucker back and unready him. Run.
Take what back
No.
on, right? Oh, him.
He had to unready his guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my already
All right.
on the edge here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Air operations, airstrike.
Oh, for the love of Pete, you lunatic. Okay.
Going
Guess
for the carrier.
I gotta try and scramble.
Well, we got to go through the steps because there ain't nothing to scramble at if that and
They don't spot me. Yeah.
right. Oh, gravy. He's gonna try to take out the carrier.
I mean, I figured he would.
A carrier in the North Atlantic.
Sir,
Oh God, I gotta go all the way back up. Okay, there we go. They were all readied. They have all launched. That is fine. Who may fly it? Yes. Strike planes good. Fighter bombers fine. Spotting. Let's
Hey, you
start.
need a 4.
Let's start there. You need a 4.
Oh,
Okay. Game on.
scramble.
Scramble.
No,
Oh, yes!
My cap.
Oh no! Oh no! Apparently these guys were asleep.
Early in the morning, coming up as the sun rises.
Oh, brutal! Terrible,
They
terrible,
cannot-
brutal.
They can't attack us. It's tea time.
That seems terribly, terribly rude.
I need anything but too. Oy.
There will be no dogfight because they're just coming in. Oh no, I got to do flak. So
Furious has 1.
let me just bump these down. The Zulu's got nothing, correct?
No, the Zulu. Zulu
Tribal.
has 1.
Is it tribal? Okay, tribal's got 1. What's the Garland got?
0. Everything. All the other destroyers have 0.
Okay, let me just please mark that. Gotta figure out how I want to mark that long term, but so the heroes got 0. My hero 0.
You probably could put it just underneath their in the tooltip.
I want it right up at the top because when they're on this table, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the most important number on them. What's the Glasgow got?
2.
Dos.
And the Furious should have 1.
Furious has 1. Want to check that for me?
Where is my list? Furious has 1.
Excellent, thank you. So your total ACAC is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And,
Just at the break point.
and our very handsome attacking fellow is rolling. Okay,
It's 5. 5 planes coming in.
Yeah, 5 planes.
Yeah.
But it's 1 die per strike plane.
So I need to roll 5 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, 5s and looking for 5s and 6s.
Yep. 5 and 6.
There we go.
Wow.
That's gonna suck.
So 1's distracted, 2 are sent somewhere else.
Well, the point
Oh,
is,
it's directed someplace else. Yeah.
yeah, the point is he's distracted, and then basically you get to attack. He'll attack someone else.
Right.
Yeah, he gets to choose which ones.
Right.
I'm gonna send one after
That's
the impulsive here.
All right.
That's-
Up to you, sir.
Let me see. One after the impulsive, and then I'll put another one on the Hotspur.
All right. The rest are all going for the Furious.
How many distracteds did he get? I thought one was
2.
distracted. I thought one was distracted and one was diverted.
2
Two
diverted.
were diverted, one was distracted.
Dig it. Okay, thank you. All right.
The sideways one.
Oh,
was
he's
that
distracted. Yep. And
Correct.
so you're looking for your 5 pluses on these guys and a 6 here.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Do your well, however you want to do it, Ron.
I want to do my 6 first.
Your 6.
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Aha! Good thing that happened.
Now your 2 5s.
No.
Hey!
Those,
Furious lives.
are those both heavies? Yeah,
They're
those
all
are-
heavies.
Yes.
Those are both the heavies. That's a case where both those planes would be dead.
Yep.
Just pointing
Shot
that.
down by small caliber AA on the way in.
Yeah, no good. So the guys coming in on the impulsive.
Hits the
Yep.
impulsive, unfortunately for them.
And then the Hotspur.
Misses.
No.
So
And
then
also
we-
have been shot down if they weren't heavy.
Yeah. So now this is a D. So this is at 1 plus 3. Yep. 1 die plus 3.
It blows.
Eight.
It goes down.
Yep.
German torpedoes.
Takes out the impulse.
Swarms of Ju-88s. Ugh.
German torpedoes were only good when they were fired out of submarines.
No, I'm doing pretty good, better than they were.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You're doing much better than they did.
If I'd scramble, things would be a lot different.
Yes.
I actually have fighters.
That is yeah, that would have been a bad day because he would have had to get those strike planes involved in a dogfight. You can imagine how much he'd like that to happen.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. You were second, Ron. So you now roll a die. You roll the dice to see if the turn ends. Does not.
No.
Chrono.
Air operation.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
You know the roll.
Yep, we are going to try and spot Task Force 1.
Task Force 1.
And I will reveal this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is another albacore.
Albacore.
There's no more.
Who's your friend?
Nope.
Uno.
Away he goes. Nothing seen.
Nothing to see here.
The commander. Are you sure? And if so, how sure? All right, that was a 3.
And I will roll. Nope, still going.
Ron.
All right, ready action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see where this is
Yeah.
going.
Uh-huh.
And you got to check for it, Ron.
Yep, doing it now.
Chrono.
Let me double check something really quick, and then I will get back to you.
Sure. Give me just 1 second if you would.
Ready out.
No, Matt.
Ready action.
Good.
And we're at
This
Should be
is
at
gonna-
5
this
now?
is going to put us at 5, yep.
nope.
Ron.
Here we go again.
Air operations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to scout.
Ah, okay.
Task Force Q.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a 5.
No.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Take him back and unready him. Now you're checking on a 6.
It.
Let's check our. This stuff gets tense.
I know, right? I was funny bullets.
It's like,
You know?
My calf on caught napping. I was like, oh no, this is it. I'm gonna get court-martialed.
yeah, cost you a destroyer anyway. So we got one storm to check. I'll check that. Drifts. Boy.
This is an interesting one-line description of the Admiral Hipper class.
How's that?
The Hipper had powerful guns, but her handsome appearance masked an overall mediocrity. Boy, haven't you heard that before?
that's a story and a half.
That describes the entire German Navy.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. A 1-3. Where is that? That 3 is here, and that's a 1, so that's right up there. Not sure who that's going to affect, but there it is. And a 3-4. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Have to spawn it right on top of Crown here.
The question is, do I want to try and continue air operations, or hide in the storm so they can't hit me with torpedo planes?
Because you know that lunatic is coming back. You know that.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Never.
Never happened.
Never happened.
All right, it's PM. It's not. Yeah, it's PM of day 2. PM of day 2. Plot your moves, gents.
that condition 1 throughout.
Pretty much. General quarters. All hands, man your battle stations.
Because you just know those stinkers are coming back.
Condition Z.
Z. Everybody good, or are you still working?
Working a bit, but I should be
I
good.
hit that trash thing again, so hold on.
All
I'm
right.
good.
Now I'm going to be fair, Ron. Remember your boat.
That's the first thing I put down.
If it happened to him once, he's not letting it happen again. Lessons learned. I like that saying. It's put in the rules. You didn't plot it, it doesn't move. You didn't plot it.
That's right.
This time he'll forget to move his entire fleet.
All right, do you see
He'll
my
have just the
notebook now?
floaty thing.
Yeah, just the flying boat. Everybody else just sort of sail in a circle. Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, I think, Ron, it's your turn to take a turn. Flying boat. Chrono.
A is staying where it is.
Okay. The whole thing just disappeared again.
And click back onto it. It's it'll finicky for some time for some reason.
Yeah, it's like it just erased all my PM. It doesn't matter.
Nope, it's odd. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I went back because also I disappeared, so I went back to blue. And
All right, tell you what you're gonna do, because you seem to have problems. Send it to me in Discord chat.
Okay.
I just don't click out of my window. I just don't click out of my color.
Yeah, just send it to me.
I didn't either. I didn't click out of my color. I went over here to move the boat, and the thing went blank.
Just PM me.
All right. Well, Task Force 1 staying where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Task Force B staying where it is.
Task Force 2 staying where it is.
Task Force C staying where it is.
Task Force 4 staying where it is.
Task Force D is C3 to D2.
Oh dear.
You sunk my battleship.
No, you have to rumpus in the storm with him. Everybody has to be in the storm.
I like to know how you rumpus in a storm since you can't spot in a storm.
True.
You don't. You're just in the same square.
There's rumpusing. There is rumpusing going on. It's like the nebula in Star Trek 2.
Yeah, right?
Two-dimensional thinking.
I hear the motors, but I can't see anything.
You done?
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
E is staying where it is. F is going B3, C3. Where's F?
If you don't know, how could we? Come on now.
G is staying where it is. H is staying where it is. Q is staying where it is. And S is also now here.
Oh boy.
You sink my Scrabble chip.
Tommy, do you hear tuba music? Boom, 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 boom. I don't see anything, but I hear tuba music.
I smell schnitzel.
I smell schnitzel. All right. All good?
Yep.
Roll for initiative.
Wait a minute, this isn't D&D.
Right?
You know?
Because you said that you rolled a 1.
I know.
Call it, Ron.
Air operation.
Where to? What you doing? You're peeking, aren't you? You're peeking.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Task Force Q.
All
The
right.
Q ships. That is no longer a 5, but a 4.
No.
Mm-mm. Send it back.
You see nothing.
Chrono.
Let's see. I can't do air ops. I can't spot and storm. So I'm gonna pass.
Roll.
And ends.
My goodness.
Oh my God.
Well, I love it. I love it. That little bit of uncertainty. Gotta like it.
Yeah, you're like.
I'm the one supposed to roll low, not you.
I want to roll low. I want to get away from your
Yeah,
search
I
plan.
was
Oh,
gonna
I
say,
know.
you think maybe he's a little jumpy about all those Ju-88As buzzing around. I do think that.
That's the difference. When Chrono rolls low, it's because he wants to.
I really didn't
Yeah.
Mm.
We do weather next,
Yep, I
right?
got to do the weather. I'm gonna do the one that's sitting on top of that
Please, sir, give us a weather
aircraft carrier. What's the weather report, carrier? That stays right where it is.
The barometer is dropping.
The barometer is dropping. So that one's parked. How about that one that's on top of that cluster?
This could be an important one.
It's moving.
Uh-oh.
And I got one more way down there. Not that it matters much, but
You never know.
yeah, it wants to play. Now
It's trying to catch up with those ships.
Yeah, it feels bad. It feels kind of left out.
Yeah.
You too.
2-2. Let's see here. 2-2. And one more.
I like the weather system. It's very simple, but very interesting.
Yes, I do like it.
Like you say, it 1, 4, all the way up here. Again, just a little bit of uncertainty.
Apparently, the system coming out of the
Yeah,
south.
it winds up looking like a little bit of a system. No kidding. Okay, that was the weather. That was your weather. No repairs.
Now for sports.
Now for sports. Yep. Reset that. It is now night. Plot your moves. Ron, did you bring back? Yeah, you brought back your floaty boat.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he gave it to me. I keep forgetting it's out there.
Sorry, I was trying to get all my flags here. So I was
Yeah,
like,
if you want me to move that, let me know. It's a fussy thing. It's best to
no
just.
problem.
Okay, Ron. It's nighttime, so this time you don't have to plot the floaty boat.
Thanks, Achilles.
Triarch suggests they ought to name it Halsey because, well, actually, this part is called Halsey.
It is.
This because he loved running into storms. And like I say, Ron, you can just shoot it to me in Discord.
I did.
Let me check it.
I was just about to tell you. Did you receive it?
Yep, got it. Perfect. Chrono, you good?
Just about. Hold on.
Yep, no problem. I just,
Wow, you got such little task force.
Yeah, what do
Why
you got, like 1 or something? Come on. John Stanley calls out that there's no better background music for this than the In Harm's Way soundtrack. I would agree. That's an excellent soundtrack for something like this.
Okay. Wait. Did I correctly? There we go. Okay, now I'm good.
All right, Chrono, why don't you show us something?
Let's see. Group A is going to D4.
Ron?
Task Force 1 went to C2.
B is going to D4.
Task Force 2 to C2.
Task Force C to D4.
Task Force 4 to E2.
D is staying where it is. And I
I'm
guess I'll
done.
move the rest. E is going to C4. F and Q are both going to D3. These two are both going up to C3. And S is staying where it is. So that should do it.
Very good. Roll for initiative.
Do-do-do-do.
Man. Same roll. Run.
Pass.
Chrono.
Pass.
Roll.
Nope.
Run.
Pass.
Roll. Chrono.
Pass. Nope.
Run.
Pass.
Chrono.
Now I'm rolling sixes.
Pass. 9.
And Ron actually owes a roll for a 5.
Can you just roll it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I did roll it. It was
did
a
you?
10.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just passed
Yeah,
this
1,
turn,
2,
so it
yeah.
ends it.
Okay. So, and that'll be your 7, so that'll fail it there.
Yep. Or
I knew what we
Maybe
were heading
one.
for. All right. Weather check. I'll do the top. I'll just go by rows. Farthest top left.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Sits right
One
there.
second. There's a knock at my door.
Okay. I'm just moving clouds around.
No problem. I'll be back in a sec.
Don't do it, Chrono. It's Jehovah's Witness.
Land shark.
Land shark. Would you be interested in a fine set of encyclopedias? We have listed in here all the classes of British light cruisers, including the town class.
Including the town class, which oddly enough has the Sheffield in it.
I had a really hard time figuring out which one I want to take. I was like, do I want to take this one? Or should I take the other one? There's so many classes of cruiser.
It's just so hard to choose.
oh my god, I'm sure you had such a problem choosing yours. Like yeah, my list was very short.
Well, your list includes the very handsome yet mediocre.
Hipper class. It does. In fact, it does.
Yeah, Jim, this is a good Q&A question.
Mm-hmm.
Do those Ju-88s get the heavy bomber impervious using torpedo?
Yep. As long as they've got 2, they get it. As long it's
Yeah, it doesn't get that detailed.
Well, it says bombing from high altitude. That's
all it says is that it's
torpedo planes are not at high altitude.
they're high enough. I get what you're saying, but they're all it says.
Yeah, I know what it says.
So that's it.
That for the
Little did they know, the Germans never figured out how to use
And-
aerial
and-
torpedoes
Well,
properly.
and they're still, let's be clear, they're affected by flak. They're just not affected by those itty bitty machine guns.
So in consequence, the Germans dropped their torpedoes from 10,000 feet.
Sweet.
Hey, and we hit.
Well,
Still, I
didn't
don't
they?
hear.
Wasn't that a thing though that they worked that as they were working on torpedo technology, they had to figure out the optimum drop height so that they wouldn't detonate on contact?
yeah, they dropped for too
It's
high.
not so much detonate on contact. It's stay in one piece.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. High up altitude, water is like hitting concrete.
Right, right.
The other
Okay.
problem, of course, was like shallow ports or something, because the higher you drop it up, the further down the torpedo drops into the water before it comes back up to its
Yeah, port
start
correct.
moving.
That's why the Japanese put those
Yep.
friggin' wooden fins on the one
Mhm.
Mhm.
for Pearl Harbor.
So they could attack Pearl Harbor,
I
right?
actually watched a old British instructional film on how torpedoes work. Those are very complicated machines.
And the
They've got
British,
like a million gyros.
the British solution to Toronto was tie a string to it.
Bungee cord.
You know, McGuire,
Nope.
you're not wrong. If an actual encyclopedia salesman showed up in this day and age, I think I'd almost die of fright. All right, so we have now moved to the top of day 3. Day 3.
Let's see.
Turns in, please.
Things are going to happen.
I gave you my turns.
We're
working
things.
on mine.
Things.
It's lucky number 3.
Including
Things are going to happen.
including instructions for floaty boaty.
Yeah.
See, I remember Floaty Boaty.
Is he Boaty McBoatface?
Yes, that's it. I'm naming him.
The flying boat that could.
Aw.
I'm
It's
good.
got a little smiley face painted on it.
I'm ready to go.
Boy's sitting over there playing Devil May Cry.
Nice.
There it is. So, well, that means this time I think, Ron, it behooves you to show us something. You gonna show us Floaty McBoaty?
Task Force 4 staying where it's at.
All right. He is not going to show us Floaty McBoaty.
Task Force A is staying where it is.
Mhm. Task Force 1 moved and got frisky.
Task
It's getting
Force.
frisky.
Task Force B is. Let me see. Where's staying where it is?
Task Force 2 moving up this way.
Oh my goodness.
Task Force D is coming here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What was Senator Thompson's line from Hunt for Red October? You know, the biggest naval battle since
Going to get a-
Jutland.
And these guys are also coming along.
Oh my god.
I wasn't done.
He wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
He's moving
Okay,
Floaty
now I'm done.
McBoaty.
And everyone else is sticking where they are. Roll for initiative, I guess.
Oh wow. I'm taking a picture of this. Entitling
You
it
sent,
Everybody Stay Calm.
Nobody moved.
Everybody stay calm. It's that
Everybody
scene.
be cool.
It's like Fonzie. Be cool like Fonzie. Initiative, please.
you sent the floaty plane to a square where nobody is?
Yep,
Well, that's because you gotta predict
gotta
their
pre-plot.
movements. That's why. Yeah.
Pre-plot. Grotto.
Mhm.
Task Force S is going to attempt to engage Task Force 1.
Task Force S. Where's S? Is that you here? That's you here?
These boys.
You are going to attempt to engage Task Force 1. Very good. Well, the first thing is, can you see it?
They are proximate, but
Nope, but they're not revealed.
so it's still 5 up.
Yep.
I cannot see anything, so nothing happens.
Apparently there's nothing there. Who knew?
They're hunting.
Ron.
Air operation.
Oh, mercy.
Wow, you really hate those guys.
Not these jokers again. Oh, my goodness. 4 better. Oh, I take it back. Those guys are proximate.
Well, they
That's
got
a-
a 6. So.
Yeah, but it's that, just to be clear, that is proximate because you're revealed and stuff.
Yep.
No scrambling. There is
Nope.
no scrambling's going to go on. So
6 flak row. So
Let me, do we count 6 flak?
Yep.
Hit it. You know how.
2.
2.
One's
One's distracted and...
sent somewhere else.
Yeah. There you go.
And I will send one after the poor opportune, who's getting volunteered.
The opportune's like, why am I so lucky?
Because you have 0 flak.
because you got 0 flak, smart guy. All right, Ron, you call him.
Let's try that. 2 on this one and 2 on that one.
So which one you want first? The Newcastle?
Let's go to him. Let's go with the
Sheffield?
6 and then we'll go with the 6 and then the
6 and a 5. Yep, first the 6.
Nope. They got their heavy.
He
That
has.
one here.
Why don't you roll that hit?
Nah, that's not that bad. A 4.
4 plus.
Flotation damage.
I'll have to mark that. I know what I got to do here. So I've been waiting for this moment. Anyway, keep going though. So you got 2 on the Newcastle for 5s.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 hit.
Check the hit. Got him.
Oh,
Oh, that's a cruiser.
Ooh.
Never mind.
Yep.
That's a 9. We'll have to check that.
That's It's the armor's a 2.
Yeah.
Is
the
that
back's broken.
Okay. Oh, that's
what killed the other
6
one.
or more.
6
6
or
or
more.
more in the
It's 6
back.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 over armor. Got it. Yep.
Right.
So that'll bag him. Excuse me.
Then I got the destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No. All right. So the Sheffield. Here's what I got to do.
I think that was a successful strike.
Oh yeah. Set yourself in there, Ron, real quick, and also roll for the. Let's. Let me do 2 things. I really tried not to screw this up. So first things first. You went over here. You were the second person.
Yes.
So roll for the turn real quick. No. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, I would have liked that.
Yeah, that would have been pretty sweet. But anyway, and you put the damage on the Sheffield, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
All right. So what I got to do is I got to save this.
Do you want me to blindfold if you're going to a
Yeah, I
sheets or
need you to
something?
blind.
Yeah.
Exact. I need everybody but Chrono to blindfold, please.
Man, poor Sheffield. Always getting hit by air attacks.
Well, Robert can say he's on my team.
Yeah, Robert can stay alive. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Murmansk.
At least the Germans didn't have exocets.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Funny you should say that, but it's I'm playing Rule the Waves,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in like 1943 or 1953, and I have surface air missiles.
Oh. Okay. I got to get a marker.
I got a black marker right here.
You funny.
There's the Sheffield.
All right. So what do we know? Is that just a buoyancy hit?
It's 1 buoyancy hit.
And you want to ping it for me, Chrono? Thank you.
Oh, I think he also gets to roll on the torpedo crit table.
No,
Yeah, he does.
there is no torpedo crits.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's a torpedo hit Craven.
Sure.
We
there
can
is.
roll that. We can roll that when we get back, and we'll figure it out.
Well, no, I can pull it in here. That's right. He's got to be able to see it. Duh.
Yes, we'll see to roll.
Yeah, let me. That's there. That's where I wanted it.
I pick it. How about I just pick it? I pick a 12.
You pick a 12. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed.
It would have been great if you said, "Oh, I get to pick it. I'll pick a 2."
Wait, are there torpedo crits? No, there aren't. Never mind. I'm dumb. It's
I-
bomb crit. Bombs have crits. Torpedoes don't have crits. Sorry.
Torpedoes just get the
They just get flotation damage.
flotation damage. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. Just remembering.
That's all right.
Just we'll have to remember what that does. I'll mark that on the Sheffield when we get back.
hmm
Okay, I've saved it. I'm good. And all right, everybody can unblindfold. Where's the good old Sheffield? And I'm marking her speed 9.
Is there a point where a reduction in speed affects their movement on the campaign table?
No, but the big deal is if he ever wants to run away from run,
Mm.
this
I
is
know.
now if he now moves at a 9 and could potentially prevent them escaping
Ah.
because it's the slowest ship in the group that counts.
Mhm.
Mr. Chrono, it's your operation.
Yep,
Air op.
do it. You want to look at there? What do you want to look at there?
Yeah, try and look at 1.
You're gonna try to look at 1. That's 2. So this is 1 here. Oh, you
No.
ain't looking at nothing.
Oh, my dice rolled.
You will see nothing. That was
3.
3. Yeah.
I moved it for you.
Okay,
I'm
that's why
sorry.
I was confused.
I'm sorry.
That's
That's
all
not
right.
trying to help.
Rest your dice over here.
Yeah, let me get rid of those.
Your scout planes need to take their binoculars with them.
Whoa,
But
No, they
you're
don't.
leaving my dice in mid-roll.
I got a 1. And
How
what
many
else?
other one? I think the other one fell through the table.
All right, so you got a 1 and what else? Roll another one.
I can't roll it. I have to wait till it comes to a complete stop.
Oh no!
Go ahead. 1 and a
4.
3. 4. That's not enough. Ron.
All right. I'm going to try to engage H with Task Force 1.
Okay, Task Force 1 will now reveal itself.
Oh boy.
I yelled.
Ooh,
Run horse.
my
No
my
biggie.
favorite. It's my favorite German ship, the Scharnhorst.
And you're going to try to engage
8, she said, right?
H. Okay. 5.
How come when he would try to engage me with his one task? Oh, that task force was already exposed. Never mind. Forget it. Forget it.
I have good news and I have bad news.
What's that?
That's a nothing,
the-
isn't it?
The good news is you found something. The bad news is that it's open ocean.
Nice.
All right. So there you go. You unzipped and found nothing. Ron, that was 4.
Yep.
No. Chrono.
Decisions. If I do one thing, we're going to have to probably pick it up again another day.
It's all right. We could save. You do what you
Yeah.
want.
Oh man. Let's. You know what? We're gonna send in. We're gonna do an air op.
Okay. Those are allowed. All right. First thing we're gonna do, just because it's time to get those stats. What's the flak on the Nisa now?
That's what I'm checking now.
1.
Thank you. What's the flak on the Scharnhorst?
It'll be
What
the
else
same.
will be 1?
Oh, it's the same class. Yeah. What's the flak
Sister ships.
on the? These are all
These
39. Which class are these again, Ron?
36 Bs. They're
36
they
Bs,
have
Yep.
they have no flak.
No,
It's 0.
Okay. Just want to mark it.
I need a 3 a spot, right?
Let me take a quick peek. I think
Or
that's
that
right,
proxy.
because you are indeed in the zone with them, and they are unzipped. So I would agree that you need a 3.
Oh, got it.
There it is.
And let's reveal what we got.
Oh, here they are.
Swordfish.
That's the password. Wait a minute. So Ron, you can't scramble anybody, so you've got a total of 2 flak.
Which is not a lot, but let's take a look at that.
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right.
So was the strike fighter just being a fighter?
No, that's a Albacore is a bomber.
Okay. So I'm rolling for
That's-
3.
Remember, it's fighter and strike. That's all that matters from this perspective.
All right. Oh, I thought you told me I was rolling 2. I was rolling 3.
Rolling through it, yep.
Are you? Why are you
Yeah.
just checking? Because the Nisanau's got 1.
Well, there's
Yeah,
3
but
die.
It's one
Oh,
plane.
right. Got it. Yeah. Thank you. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nada.
Who are they going after?
We're going to concentrate on the east now.
And these
They're all
are-
5 up, so I'll roll a torpedo plane separately. The other guy's a bomber. So let me roll 2 swordfish attacks.
Yeah, but they both. Yeah.
1 hit, 1 torpedo hit.
Okay, but that's a kill too.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
No.
Pick one.
We'll do these guys on the right.
So that's 1 torp.
And then the bomber. Hits. Dive bombers away.
All right. We'll do the bomber first. I think that makes the most sense.
I haven't done this one
Because
before.
we haven't done bombers. That's why I want to do them. Bomb damage to ships. When a bomb hits a ship, compare its value to what's the value of your bombs?
AP6.
AP6. If the bomb value is greater than its armor, which it is not, the target suffers a number of structure damage equal to the difference. So it doesn't. It does 1 structure damage, and then you get to roll for crits.
Right.
And we do the lower bomb roll 2d6. Tell me what you roll, I guess.
4.
4. That is a secondary weapon of your choosing. I'm gonna have to pull that in here for you. I'll get it in here.
I have the list. I'll take out starboard, right side, forward, secondary.
Starboard, forward, secondary. Got it. So it takes 1 structure damage from the bomb, and a starboard, right, forward gun is out on the Nissen out. Got it. And the swordfish. Well, we know what they do.
Torpedo away. That's
7.
flotation damage.
That's gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be a flotation damage. Yep.
Not bad. Lost some good boys in swordfish though.
Yeah. And they go back.
Lost a flight of string bags. You did.
A flight of string bags. Very nice. All right, I'm saving this again. Saving. Overwrite Murmansk. That's what I'm doing.
Let me blindfold.
Yep, blindfold. If the allies would blindfold, please.
Where is my blindfold button? Hold on.
B.
Or just B. All right.
Just a B. And now we're going to go to Murmansk. Germans.
Is it German?
You guys are much simpler. I gotta say. All right, here you are. Let me go get the. I gotta get the marker. All right, that was the Nisa now. Yep.
Which should be this one here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yep.
starboard, forward.
Starboard,
Yeah.
right. Yep, starboard, forward, secondary. Got it. And a flotation hit. So you're also speed 9.
Yep.
Yep, accurate. Good. And now we're going to save. And it's going to be Murmansk. Got it. And we're going back to Murmansk. And I'm going to the Nisa now. Where'd he go? There he is. And he is speed 9. Got it. All right, and Chrono, that was you on a
5.
5.
Going. I have a spare die here. Please.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm just moving the dice. Okay, Task Force 1's going after Task Force G.
Task Force 1, right there, is going after Task Force G. That's, yep, got it. They are not revealed, so you're going to need a 5.
Nope.
Now you're on a 6. Nope. Chrono.
Well, let's end this with a bang. D is going to attempt to spot the engaged TF1.
D is going to attempt to spot and attack 1. 3 or better.
Hold on.
What?
Does he have to reveal his?
Oh yeah, he's got to show
What
himself.
D is?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hello.
Well,
Brought a big boy.
yeah.
This is distant. This is the distant cover force.
All right, they're gonna need a 3.
Got him.
Yep.
Surface action.
Surface
Dun,
action.
dun.
What time we got? Unfortunately,
It is.
it's 9:15. All right.
That's why I
Alright.
said. That's why I said end it with a bang. I was getting late. It's starting to get late on the East Coast. So.
Yep.
That gives me time to
Good. Set it up at least.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Let's actually pull these ships. We'll do it. I'm gonna do a save. I gotta get the sheets out of there. So what we're gonna do is, because yeah, we can also roll for advantage. We'll do that too. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do this. I'll show you how I do stuff like this. First things first. I'm gonna have the Germans come with me and the Allies blindfold, please.
Sure.
Where are we going?
We're going to the magical place. You've been
We're
here.
going to the Magic Castle.
There you go. All right, so we need this. And we need, where's the Scharnhorst?
Right next to it.
Yeah. And then I need, and is that them in order?
Yep. Because this is the other one right here. Beep, 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 and the other one there.
That's not the order. Would you look and see what I pulled?
30, 31.
And 20, and it's 29, 30, and 31.
Oh, I see them all. Oh, I see. Okay.
Why are you not helping me? Where'd the 29 go? Well, it's a horse apiece, to be honest, because they're all the same ship.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no 29 out there.
There is no 29, so.
Aha, that's the trick, right? All right, hang on a second. Solved. All right. So what I can now do with all those boys. There they are. We'll get that ready to get set up. That is perfectly fine. Yes. And good. Now we return to the main. And I will ask the Allies to blindfold, or so the Germans to blindfold, and the Allies to wake up.
Wake up!
Oh my god, I can't see nothing.
Blinded.
I just see a gray drapery.
All right, this is going to be interesting, just because I'm going to probably have to clear off some stuff because it otherwise fit. All right, you don't got any of those, so I'm going to worry about that. You don't got this thing, so I'm going to worry about that. That should give me enough space to
This
play with.
battle's gonna be a slaughter battle there, Achilles.
That's the spirit. No, our slaughter will be slaughtered.
Good luck with that.
All right. All right. So if you want to help me find these critters,
Oh yeah, let me see.
since you had this absurdly large fleet,
Mostly destroyers.
my point still stands.
Let's see. Here's
Oh,
Here's
they
the
should all be in the
Anson.
same task force. What am I saying?
yeah.
Yeah, is this the row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Anson,
6, 7.
Crown John.
Oh, that's right.
There
You
should be more than that.
messed around with it, didn't you?
Let's see. There's that.
Pull them out of that row. If they're not there, pull them out of the row.
Okay, let me check what I got. That's there. That's there. That's there. What is this? That's there. That is there. This is not here.
Mm-hmm.
This is not here.
Mm-hmm.
This is here. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7.
And then
Okay.
I'm missing. Where's the north?
See, I had these organized the way you sent them to me.
No, they are. They're just slightly
You just
different.
you moved them.
There's that. And then I need Orion and Trinidad.
No,
Unless
1,
you-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've only got one more.
There's Trinidad right
Oh, you've got
there.
10. You've got 10. Good lord.
Where's Orion and Trinidad? I know they're here somewhere. Newcastle. There's Orion.
Yeah. You moved these
And-
around.
Where'd you put the? Is it? There's a no.
Trinidad's up there already, I think.
Right
Yeah.
next to Tobago.
Trinidad's right here.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That should be it then.
Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, that's 10. All right, good. All right. So I can delete all these. And I can attempt. This is well, actually, what am I doing? Don't be stupid. Don't be that dumb.
Come on, Ron. It'll be fine. Did the Americans give
Yeah.
up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No.
Like Canada rebelled, and we had to fight him in the Civil War.
Dang it! Don't be weird. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You won't fit. I did not anticipate 10 ships.
This is Chrono.
Mm-hmm.
Battle of Trafalgar.
Yeah, he gets. Oh, I did purchase 10 planes, but still, holy crud, he does a lot of ships for 2.
He's got a lot of destroyers.
I was worried about your submarine, so I bought a lot of destroyers.
Little did he know that you planned to attack him with handsome yet mediocre ships.
And air.
The air
Well, there
power-
wasn't much, and there wasn't much more. I could have traded those 2 things, not have any air power, and just have the Bismarck and the friggin' whatchamacallit. They're 30 points apiece.
You know, light cruisers.
Yeah, I like the one. Wasn't that friggin' great?
Oh, you mean the Tirpitz? Because the Bismarck would have been dead by now.
You've got the
Yeah, well, it's
Hipper-
Turbot to Bismarck.
you have the Hipper class, the Kongsberg and Leipzig, and the Emden class. But yeah, you are kind of lacking larger surface vessels a bit.
Holy shnikes.
There we go. All right. Everybody can take their blindfolds off. Hooray. Just want to make sure that that damage to the...
My blindfold will not remove.
Why not?
Oh, I see why. Never mind.
He doesn't want his blindfold to be removed.
Now, a far from inconsequential die roll. Who has the advantage? 1d6.
Oh, dear.
Are you rolling Achilles? You want me to roll?
Admiral, you roll it.
See an Achilles roll. You don't want him to roll.
Son of a gun.
Yeah. Which roll?
It's a tie.
Do it again.
Oops, let's do it.
You still got a chance, man.
Delta
Yeah.
has the advantage. All right. Now, remembering the rules for Nimitz, which is where this comes from, Chrono now has to deploy his troops into 2 separate squares.
Here and something else, right?
Well, it's that one, and then you have to roll randomly for the other one.
5.
You rolled a 5?
I did roll a 5.
All right, so where's that set up again?
The beginning. Or maybe not.
No, honestly, it should be on the...
Five.
There we go. You rolled a 5, that means it's 1 north. So it's... You have to set up here and here, and you have to split up your fleet as evenly as possible into halves.
Okay.
And it's by ships, not by power, so...
Right. Well, I know where I'm going, so I'm going to move this out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Get it gone.
Oh, I think you want to face the other way, man.
Oh, is it facing the wrong way?
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Hey, Red Ouroboros.
No, you want to face it the other way.
What? You've placed your battleship in front of your heavy cruisers? What is this madness?
It's the British way.
It's the British way.
Engage the enemy more closely.
Oh, that's okay. I was looking on the ship sheets, and I'm like, why is the Nivelle and Scharnhorst have the same armor as the Bismarck? It had better armor than the Bismarck.
You abstracts quite a few things.
Yeah, not within the granularity of the game.
No, in real life, it had better armor.
No. You see, but the point is, not for Sam's purposes. It's not that it wasn't that much better.
No, I was just trying to figure out why.
He was just trying to figure it out. That's all. He wasn't saying that.
Oh, I see. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't bashing him to say he was wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Realized that the Scharnhorst and Nivelle had so much armor.
Mm. And I'm trusting you're remembering, Chrono, that these guys are not a formation.
Oh, yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
They are simply doing a line.
And this guy's heading off the board?
Not
Aw.
yet.
Well, they are unto each other.
There you go.
They're 5 separate.
They are 5 separate formations. You are correct. You good? Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right. The Germans may now set up in any 1 or 2 hexes in any part of these 2 rows.
You can try a lead if you want. No.
Yeah, the Bismarck belt.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my Scharnhorst so small?
Oh, well, he is tiny.
It is tiny Scharnhorst.
Something
Tiny.
happens. Something. Yeah, no, that's the correct size, I'm sure.
The water's cold.
Is it harder to hit?
No.
Dang it.
No, it's... I don't know. Something does occasionally happen with that. That's very, very strange. Amelia! It's Amelia. Hi. Are you coming for Chrono to make him eat dinner or something?
Past his bedtime.
I told her about the happenings.
Oh, there are definite happenings. The Scharnhorst was... See, now you can actually see one of my other little secrets is how I do this. Because they're 1200 scale, which is kind of cool, I just figure out their inches and divide by 100. Which just basically means you can shift it 2 to the left.
Or you could just clone it.
I have them down to tenths of an inch. You will stop. Give me a second. Where's your Scharnhorst?
Still on a sheet.
So small you can't even pick it up.
Tell you what.
So small you can fit in your pocket.
It's a pocket battleship.
It's a pocket
Hey! The Starnorth was built and crewed by mice. Little known fact.
There you go. Now you have a Scharnhorst.
Alrighty. Destroyers set out smoke.
There is no.
I know.
He's engaging in wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. CT isn't here.
Because I feel this way, I want to do one turn. I want to do a turn. Let's do a turn. We can do a turn. Initiative.
Go ahead, Achilles, roll.
Okay. If you would like.
You got to beat that 5. You got to beat that 5.
I ain't beating that 5, so I'm not going to be mad at you for not beating that 5.
Because I got to turn off the super yucky grid. The grid is yucky
Nope.
now. What do you think,
Robert?
What do you say?
I will move first, shoot first.
You will move first, shirt first. Wow, easy for me to say.
Wait. Robert, do you want to take anything in particular? Or?
Well, first, yeah, there you go.
Why don't you make them move first?
Hey, Ron, which one do you want me to do? The destroyers or the?
What do you want to do?
I'll take the destroyers.
Actually,
Sure?
Rob makes a good point. Let's make them move first. Although they might just move off the board, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Anybody moving slow? Dalinor.
Yeah, I'm always moving slow. No.
Anybody moving slow, Chrono?
Oh,
Nope.
Hold on one second. Message.
Message for you, sir. Oh, are we in the same team? Okay, yes, we are. All right.
Or why don't you take the destroyers?
okay.
The answer to that question would be yes.
Okay. All right, we're ready.
All right. Anybody moving average?
Not on our side.
How about you over there, allies?
I'm not moving average.
Negative.
Who's moving? Well, I guess that leaves only one alternative. Let's have the Germans move fast.
Oh, they're going. They're really going.
I can't remember what the ranges are.
Remember
How fast-
remember the he's now has been torpedoed.
Oh, that's right. So what's his movement?
18, I think, is max.
You got your max speeds right on the sheet, and you should have your marker right there, which you do. 18 for the Nisa now.
Yeah.
So, what is the max speed for the destroyers? 19?
Let's take a look at your destroyer sheet.
24.
And it shows 24.
Oh, it's 24.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
British.
All right. HMS Trinidad here.
So is our plan, Ron, to run away?
Unless we can sink the battleship in one hit. That battleship's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but
And it does a lot more damage than we do.
it doesn't matter. But the Gneisenau can only go medium speed anyway.
I think is 18 fast or normal?
18 is fast.
Yeah, 18 is like the line between fast and average. Not being able to adjust this a bit more finely is killing me. But
Well, we know everybody's moving fast. That's what we know.
Okay, is there a thing that tells me this stuff? Yes,
Right there.
that's what I need.
Your long range is 48 inches.
Are these double or
Double.
or is it,
it's all double.
Yeah, it's 48 inches long
Because
range.
it's skim.
The small guns with the gray are 36. So destroyer's max is 36.
Not ready yet. We're getting there.
Allies done?
Oh, not quite. Moving destroyers.
Straight ahead, please.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I screwed up somewhere.
What's that?
This guy should be over here.
So put him there. That's fine.
message for you, sir?
That it?
Yeah.
Germans, you think you got a shot somewhere?
No, we do not.
Allies, you think you got a shot somewhere?
No, I tracked him out of range.
All right, what time is it? 9:30. Well, we gotta turn in. I'm proud of us. I am very proud of us. I initially, and it's all initial, I declare Nimitz awesome. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the heck out of
Campaign
this.
layer is very fun.
I like the Halsey layer.
Yeah, the Halsey layer takes this, what we're doing, and gives it. Now, ain't nobody wasting their ships. You know,
I know they have similar scenarios that they, but we gotta make up some of our own scenarios. I mean, historical scenarios, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, but you can though. I mean, all of them are based on history. You got Midway in
Yeah.
here, right?
Right.
It's just a question of buying to the OOB as best you can. And
Right.
and believe me, it won't be very long before the lunatics that play this game will start pumping out scenarios that match it. But yeah, this is a fascinating game from one particular perspective, and I'm going to have to think a little bit. I don't know another miniatures game where it is clear that the strategic layer is of equal or even greater importance than the tactical.
Yeah. I don't take this fight if my swordfish attack doesn't go off like it does.
Right? Right, if you don't punch up the Gneisenau, right?
Yeah, if I don't give him flotation damage and punch. I mean, the damage isn't extensive, but the fact that the Gneisenau is flooding and is slower, and I'm like, okay, well, I can work with that.
Well, and the other thing is, he could have refused the battle.
Right.
You know, he because I don't think
He's 12, I'm 12.
Yeah,
We would've-
so yeah, you've got to be faster. So he could have refused it entirely. So absolutely.
Oh,
My Nisi now I'm not a 12. I'm a 9 for the Nisi now, so that's the slowest ship. So I could not refuse the battle.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you hadn't have been
Oh, if
wounded,
he hadn't hit him. Yeah.
Yeah, if he had hit him, yeah, exactly.
I was debating, like, do I want to try and ready and go for another attack? I'm like, no, we're all in the same spot. This is probably a good chance to try and jump him with my whole distant cover force.
no, this is terrific. So what I'm going to do here is Nimitz battle save. I got to do that.
Tell you what, they were coming out hurt on this one.
Might both be. We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. So, great stuff. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I just looking at the chat. Tommy McGuire's comment is an excellent one. That I too am dubious about sea games with aircraft and subs, but Halsey Nimitz seems to strike right now from what we've seen strikes a nice balance. We've got
I like it, and you know what? This is probably the first one I've actually liked the point values with them, like the point system with it. Also, ones we play as historical, the other games where you have to try to make it up, you have to make up points. This one actually has you have to kind of pick your ships right, and it still feels historically accurate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be totally honest. I found a natural escort force and beefed it up to get to the point value you wanted. There's an actual escort force where this particular ship, the Hansen, is actually on distant cover for convoy. So yeah, some of these same ships. So
there's a little bit of history to it, and there's certainly a lot of formational stuff going on. So thanks for everybody who's willing to work through it. And parenthetically, even though it's got more steps to it, really the airplanes attacking we didn't get any dogfights.
But my cap was asleep.
Yeah, because apparently your cap was asleep. So that's one thing we'll have to work through. But I think everything else was pretty solid. So
no, I like the air attacks.
Yeah,
honestly. They were tense. They were really tense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They that's a high stakes game, is what that is. So it's a good thing. So thanks to everybody who was playing. Thanks to those who watched. We'll miss you tomorrow. But we'll come back to some other things. And we like I say, we've got Valor and Fortitude. We have new rules. We have new rules for Valor and Fortitude. So not too dramatic, but some good ones. So we'll look at that. Thursday, hopefully we can get CT back in the saddle with Achilles. And with any luck, we'll be right back here on Saturday finishing up or maybe not finishing up, but taking another hard swing at our Halsey campaign for Nimitz. So thank you so much to those who watched. Thanks to those who played. Until we meet again, please take care of yourselves and one another. We will talk soon. Pause.
Good night, Ian Jackson.
Mm.